BYD, I watched this video about them the other day, how they're initially just battery manufacturers and they built a car manufacturing business around it. So what a lot of other car companies were doing was trying to work their way towards battery powered. They just had to build a car around their pre-existing, and they were like 0% of the market for a long time. Then
Boom.
6-7 years ago, they just exploded. And because they figured out battery, which no one else in the car industry really had, when COVID happened and there was a lot less trading between groups, they had everything in-house to manufacture, which is why they took off so much.
That's incredible.
They got huge amounts of state subsidy as well. So in the late 2010s, they were getting more in subsidies from the Chinese government than they were making profit.
Let's start a business in China. What the heck?
As long as you're prepared to sell your soul. Chinese law over the last decade has really firmed up around state control of any Chinese-owned company. So if you are a company registered in China, or you have massive interest in China as a company, even if you're from overseas, there are ways in which Chinese law can basically make you open up your systems so that government surveillance, the defense forces can use the tech that you've got. But not just that, you can actually be used as a proxy in another country. Your company employees are actually still subject to some degree to Chinese law in those other countries. So you can be asked to do, So
How dare they?
It's not unique to China in the sense that the US have also got a law. There's something called the Cloud Act that they passed a few years ago. And that allows the US government, if they want to spy on someone in another country, not in the US, but in another country, using the technology in a US made car, they can also do the same.
Okay.